Hi, it's Dave T here, and this is the first episode in a short series of videos I'm making about staying in caravans and motorhomes off-grid with no electrical hookup. Staying on off-grid sites is often cheaper, but can also allow you to stay at more remote locations. Plus, the idea of providing your own power, whilst not a huge technical challenge, is interesting and can be fun in itself. So to kick things off, I was fortunate enough this summer to be able to meet up with two gentlemen that have started a now 10,000 strong Facebook group dedicated to the topic of off-grid caravans and motorhomes. They were kind enough to answer some questions on camera about both running an off-grid site and also organising and how they started the CAMOG Facebook group. I'll put a link in the description below to their Facebook page, and of course, as always, if you do enjoy this video, then please hit that like button and consider subscribing, and also clicking the bell icon to see new videos I post. As always, thanks for watching, and here are John and Merv from the CAMOG Facebook group.
Hi, I'm John Clifton and I run Newton Grove CL in South Newington, which is a caravan and motorhome club off-grid site. We started in May 2014, which I believe is about six years and about 3 months now. Well, I decided to start a CL site because my friend who runs a local garage, who's a member of the club, suggested it might be a nice spot for people to come to. Well, I think meeting the people from all around the UK and the odd one from Europe, it's been great, you know, get such a broad spectrum of people, you know, and a lot have ended up as friends as well. I've not had any bad experiences, touch wood, so far. It's been a great experience. Because of the 5 limit really, you're not going to make a huge profit. It's taken up with the insurance, the mowing, the emptying of tanks, etc. It's hard work, but it's rewarding because of all the people you meet. Well, we started the CAMOG group because I met a caravaner that's really into off-grid.
I'm Merv Gaskin. I am the moderator of the caravan and motorhome off-grid group CAMOG. Well, it was quite obvious that people were becoming interested in off-grid, and I also met John, of course, and it was obvious that we were thinking along the same lines, so we decided to meet, and we discussed it for quite some time, that there was not an actual group that dealt with off-grid, or not specifically.
The club was really doing nothing for off-grid CLs other than calling them basic.
So what we did is we got together and we both of us decided that we would start this group simply because the technologies that were now available to us were making life so much more easy to go off-grid, and it's been a very big success.
It's been great, yeah. Very interesting people, a lot of them very knowledgeable on off-grid stuff, and a few companies have come in. Certainly a learning curve, and I mean, we're now almost 10,000 members. It takes up quite a bit of our free time, you know, keeping our eye on the posts and removing undesirable content and things like that, which you get with every Facebook group.
We have the odd spat and we have to jump on it, but it is the odd spat. It's once in a blue moon, where somebody probably misunderstands someone and doesn't you know, take it right. It was hard work initially, obviously, when a lot of people were joining, but it's been fun. You know, it really has been fun, and it's been really great to see the interest on the group. People who have never gone off-grid before, they've never ever done it before, and they suddenly realise that this can be done. And we've seen people go from never being off-grid to always being off-grid. Off-grid to John and I means no electricity, no electric hookup. That's basically it. There are other people that make off-grid completely off-grid, you know, there's no water, nothing. But no, that's not what we're about. We are about having a site like this CL that we're on at the minute, It has no electricity, but it has waste disposal and it has water. And that's really all you need. You don't need anything else. As long as you've got your panels and your batteries, you can survive for as many weeks as the weather is good to you. Off-grid sites tend to be universally quiet, simply because they're out of the way, they're in the wild, and they're not near enough the services to put cables in. So they tend to be, by their very nature, they tend to be quiet and beautiful sites. And I certainly have found that in the 7 years that I've been doing it.
Of course, the money will go farther, and they'll have obviously more sites, more days away.
Once you've made the investments and you've decided that you're going to go off-grid, things are a lot cheaper. They'll be a lot cheaper than what you would have done if you'd have been paying £30, £35, £40 a night. Generally, you're talking about off-grid sites of between around about £5 and about £8 a night, something like that. I would certainly advise them to join CAMOG, the Caravan and Motorhome Off-Grid group.
I think if you're staying for the first time on an off-grid site, you've got to be aware of your energy usage, and certainly I would recommend at least a minimum of 100-watt fold-out suitcase type panel or fixed one. If you're nervous about trying an off-grid site, we do at Newton Grove here have a portable solar unit which has an inverter and battery, so it can provide 240 for smaller appliances. And we also have another one you can just clip straight onto your battery. So if you're thinking of going off-grid, you could come here and try it before actually spending any money.
Some of the sites that I've found since I've been off-grid have been absolutely unbelievably beautiful. And it's just fun. You know, making your own electricity and just surviving with the light of the sun. And people are beginning to realise that if they have their own kit, if you want to make just a small investment and have lights and pumps and things working, that's fine. If you want to be like me, who has all the whistles and bells, and I'll be honest with you, I enjoy that. You can have your microwave and you can have your toaster, and you can go be far more advanced, but it just all depends what you want to do.